Conversation Class Part 2. Master the art of conversation with confidence, energy, and authentic engagement. Let's reflect on our skills and prepare to expand and deepen them as we go into the second part of our semester. So, we learned about the importance of time management and preparation, and this is good for anything that you need to do. Rest well, fuel up, and believe in yourself. These are three key points. When you start your conversation, small talk is really important. Hi, how are you is not just a phrase. Small talk is conversational glue that personalizes conversations, softens transitions, and creates a natural flow. We know that eye contact is a basic and fundamental part of conversation. When we make genuine eye contact, we show engagement and build connection. Using question words, for example, WH questions, show interest. Who, what, when, where, why, and were you, is it, was it? All of these will drive the conversation. Questions are the engine of the conversation. Even when we're listening, we can be active using rejoinders, little words to show that we're listening and to encourage the speaker. The power of the name. Say my name, say my name, say my name. Using someone's name focuses your attention and makes connection personal. It's natural in English conversation to speak the person's first name. It helps with turn taking and rapport. In this little dialogue, we hear, I agree, Minho. Sion, what do you think? It's compelling, right, Diane? Use names. You can use them a few times in the conversation. You don't have to use them in every sentence. It feels warm, confident, and respectful. Let's try it in class and see how people respond. Mastering topic management is an ongoing focus for all conversationalists. A conversation is a beautiful tapestry that you're making together with the people you're speaking with. Finding commonalities. Personalize a conversation by discovering shared interests. So when we find topics that we're mutually interested in, it helps the conversation flow and grow. Weave threads. When we start a topic, we can come back to it. Bringing dropped topics back in naturally is something that comes with more practice. And we can try new topics, explore fresh ideas, keep conversations dynamic with new threads. We don't have to follow every thread deeply, but we can experiment and try new ones. Speaking naturally and inclusively comes with practice. The more conversations you have, the easier it gets. Every conversation is practice. We try for natural speed, speak naturally but with energy. Good conversation is give and take, like tennis. Back and forth, back and forth. Be inclusive. Great conversationalists listen well, share ideas, and encourage others. Only English in the conversation. I want you to do our English speaking practice, imagining that you're traveling abroad. When you are abroad, you are the foreigner. So you have to make everything understandable in the target language. Of course, as always, show emotion. Smile, lean in, laugh. Your voice is the biggest instrument. Be present and encourage others. This can be one of the hardest ones, but most fundamental. Don't fear mistakes. So there's two parts to this. As always, sharing your voice is really important. We want you to speak up. But secondly, try new words, try new grammar structures you haven't fully mastered yet. Breaking through to gain fluency is a first key step, and continuous efforts to grow will build and create mastery. So we are learning new vocabulary and new grammar. Try them out in your conversations. You can self-correct. Pushing beyond your comfort zone will make you improve. Grammar is simply clarity in your speaking. There are several techniques to check understanding, and these are natural parts of conversation. Ask for repetition. Pardon? Sorry. Could you say that again, please? Clarify meaning. What do you mean? We're asking for more detail or a different explanation. Encourage others. Please tell me what you think. I'm curious about your opinion. And give examples. Make conversations real and relatable. For example, I loved about time. Active listening strategies can go beyond rejoinders. We have confirmation. Ah, a movie. So, a movie. We're repeating parts to show that we're listening. Parroting, like the bird. What? What's up, Top? Parroting is a little mechanical and automatic. Last weekend? Movie? You can repeat words with rising intonation. Repetition of a fuller sentence. You stayed home last weekend. We can mirror those sentences. Paraphrasing. This is a really key skill to grow as an advanced speaker, and we do this naturally when we're deeply listening. So what I'm hearing is we restate we restate what we hear in our own words to check understanding. Para means beside. Phrase is to speak and give a story to. So we are running alongside the speaker, giving our own interpretation. I really want you to focus on trying out paraphrasing in our future conversations. Some other dynamic conversation tools that we have in our tool belt. Agreeing and disagreeing. I totally agree. Shows commonality. I totally disagree. Adds spice. Variety makes conversations interesting. And we can go beyond just agreeing and disagreeing with reasons why. This is elaborating. We can restate with more detail, more depth, more dimension. We can expand. It is okay to interrupt or interject if we do it right. Interrupting politely. Sorry to jump in here, and then you can add your thoughts. Just find the right timing. The same with interjecting. I know, right? And then you add your idea neatly in without interrupting the flow of the conversation. Sometimes we have rhetorical questions, which are questions that don't expect an answer, but we just like to put them in there. They're like fancy rejoinders. What was she thinking? You can express emotion without expecting answers. Similarly, exclamations. Cool, wow, amazing. We can be present with quick, enthusiastic responses. So let's explore some of these elements to keep deepening our ability in English conversation. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Try out the grammar and vocabulary that we're learning in class in your conversations, paraphrasing, agreeing, disagreeing, and elaborating in more detail. I look forward to it, guys. See you there.